working from home. I'm sure if you've been following me for a while, you will understand I more often than not talk about how we can work from home. And so I want to share some stuff with you on how best can you utilize the time that you work from home if you are an entrepreneur and you work from home, and what are the possible challenges that you might face that we face as entrepreneurs working from home. So that would help you. Now, these tips and tricks I'm going to share with you are probably going to help you maximize your productivity while you work from home. Okay, so many a times people feel overwhelmed. Do you feel overwhelmed? Wait, there's a long list of things for you to do while you're probably juggling family life and then the demands of working from home, everything put together. You're working from home. You're probably an employee. You're probably doing your own business, but you're working from home. Sometimes people think that when you're working from home, there's not so much stress as against they will walk on the street. So, commute to work and that. You don't have to, you don't have to go through this alone, right? Because there's so many persons today who work from home. In fact, the wake of COVID-19 changed the world. The world changed. COVID-19 changed the world. Okay. So that being said, the key thing is for us to become more effective at as a personal level, become more productive. Okay. You cannot throw productivity out of the window at all. In fact, if you are able to if you have the right mindset and the right attitude, you put that together with effective way of communicating with your teams and people that you interface with, your results will be really great. So whether you are an executive or probably an entrepreneur trying to probably squeeze time, every bit of the time that you have in order to create value, or maybe you are a middle level employee, whatever it is, you are a parent, you're trying to juggle the responsibilities of taking care of your kids, work at home and all of that. I hope that at the end of the day, you probably pick one or two things that could help you to work better and healthier from home while keeping your sanity intact. So first things first, I want to tell you is you need to set up a functional home office space. Have a space. I don't know how big your table might be, what the dimension of your table might be, but have a working space. Sometimes it's important for you to have a good workstation and is it called ergonomic space where you can adjust the table or the chair, sit lean back, you can stand up and work for a while. It helps you get set up a functional space that helps you to be efficient, to be productive, somewhere it's conducive, and then you find your leg space, you have enough space for you to sit and move your leg freely, okay, so that you can be more productive. Don't take these things that they might seem little and maybe you take them for granted. Sometimes I'm tempted to also take them for granted, but try them. Try to work in a place that's more conducive, even when you're at home. Have space around you and see how you feel. So like I said, have a dedicated space, okay? It's important to have this. So once you walk into that space, your kids, everybody in the house know that you're in there to work. So select an appropriate area and set up your workstation. Make your space comfortable and supportive, all right? Decide what furniture to use. Make sure that you have enough leg space, like I said, and acquire the right tools and equipment. Okay, because when you have the right tools and you have the right equipment, it's important for you to have them because they make your work easier for you, make it simpler for you to execute, be more efficient, to be more effective, and also get good lighting system. If you're using a display system equipment like a laptop, it's important that you do not stay in a dark place and it's just a laptop light. Before you know it, it probably begins to affect your eyes. If you're using any display system equipment for more than an hour, you have to adhere to safety rules governing the usage of display system equipment. You can do your research and see how you can actually protect yourself. So again, bottom line, have good lighting and keep your space organized and motivating. How do you do that? make sure that the place you work is clutter-free. A clean and organized workspace can help to reduce stress and increase productivity, according to research. And take a few minutes each day to tidy up. Make sure everywhere is cleaned up and not full of clutter here and there. And personalize your workspace with maybe motivational quotes and hangings on the wall, and to inspire you. So momentarily, intermittently, when you raise your eyes, your gaze will hit some of those quotes and kind of renew you, because you need to keep your mind and your body together. So, like I said, make sure your office is functional. Make sure that you have enough space to keep you activated and motivated. Then the next thing I want to mention when you work from home that could actually help you is establish a daily routine and a schedule. When you establish a daily routine and a schedule, it's really important, because it allows you to be structured, to be organized. It helps you to be focused, and it boosts productivity and reduces stress. So I'm going to share with you a couple of tricks that can help you to kind of structure your day and routine. So number one is set clear goals and tasks. Okay, first thing first, start your day with clearly what to do. So for me, sometimes what I have a note, I put the stuff I want to do down, or I can use electronically the sticky notes. Okay, and I just put my notes there where I want to do boom, 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 boom. So what I used to do was, when I put those stuff down, I deliver on the task, I remove the tasks. But I figured it's not working well with my brain. So what I did was, whenever I put tasks down, let's say I have, for instance, 10 tasks. If anyone I deliver on, I cancel, I strike it. So I kind of, when I see, it tells my brain, okay, you have achieved something. You've done this, you've done that, you've done that. It keeps me going. All right. So set clear goals and tasks. And what I do is, more often than not, I try to take the most important or more difficult tasks in the morning when I'm fresh, the energy is there, and I'm just starting. All right, just go straight. Avoid the temptation. Many people just start with the temptation of, I just want to start checking emails. Well, I just also have people who say, and I've also learned that, don't just go start checking emails. If there are tasks, some reports you have to do, some stuff you have to do, maybe you just get on that straight away. Maybe the first 1 hour, according to Robin Sharma, the first 90 minutes, get in there. I guarantee you, what would you do if you send someone an email and it's urgent and the person hasn't responded? What I'll do is I'll pick up the phone and I'll call the person. If something is very important, because this is my opinion, you don't have to take it. Something is very important, someone has sent you an email, it naturally, probably tendency would be, if it's very important and urgent, person will pick the phone and call you and say, hey, Stallone, could you check your email? I sent you an email and it's very urgent. If that doesn't happen the first 90 days, focus on that key task or project that you need to take on. And it's difficult, probably needs a lot of thinking, a lot of cutting and pasting and all of that. Sometimes the project, you don't even know where to start. That period that you are starting your day and you're fresh, the energy is high, the time to take that off. It's like, read the book by Brian Tracy, Eat That Frog. Oh, that's the name, about time management. It might just help. So eat the big frog first. All right. Set specific break times. Okay. It's important that you take off. If you're working from home, I know that I can sit down for 15 hours straight without moving. If I'm working on my system, I know that I can be that crazy. But is it good for my health? No. So I'm also learning to take breaks every probably 30 minutes or an hour, every 2 hours. I set it on my phone, so the moment the alarm goes off, I need to take 5 minutes to just go out, take a walk, take a walk. In some cases, I could do some squats, all right, do some push-ups, just let the blood flow. But that's what I do. You don't have to do that. But I'm saying set specific break times. It's important because it helps to reduce fatigue, alleviate stress, and increase productivity level. So it's important that you take some breaks. And then number 3, when it comes to setting what you need to do for the day, is block out distractions. Make sure that the place you are in is without distractions. See, Me recording this video now, at this point, I'm doing this right now because everybody in the house is out, right? Or the people that are home are in their rooms, and so I have this place to myself. Okay, so you just when you block out distractions. Make sure that you are not distracted by social media. I learned somebody taught me something about the reason people, when they get on social media, when they get online, they want to do something online because we all work online. They open other tabs. Now, when you open your Facebook down, you open your Instagram, your LinkedIn, the tendency to want to check them is there. So why don't you just focus on the tab, focus on the site? If you're working on the tab, focus on that tab alone. So make sure that your workplace has all the necessary supplies, such as computers, your laptop equipment, stationaries, pens, pencil, papers, etc. And you are comfortable. You don't have to be going out to pick stuff. Block all distractions. You come in, it's time for work. All right. Discipline is important. Then invest in task management tools. When we talk about task management tools, we're talking about things that help you to probably track your project, your progress, keep in tune with deadlines, setting reminders, things like calendar apps, which offer helpful features like organizing meetings with multiple participants, online collaboration tools. If you have Microsoft 365, that's beautiful. If you don't have, there are several other tools like Calendly and the rest of them out there that help you to organize their productivity tools. Invest in them. It's important. So whether you're working as an entrepreneur, working from home, affiliate marketer, e-commerce, online service provider, network marketer, see yourself as someone who needs all of these tools. And you need to apply this principle. So even if you are an employee working for someone else, it's important that these things are put in place to help you to become more productive. Now, another thing I need to mention is eat well and avoid multitasking. Some of us want to send an email, my phone is by the side, I'm responding to my WhatsApp messages, chatting with and I'm laughing. Then I go back to this, somebody's talking, I'm responding to the person, and stop. It's important to eat well regularly, eat regular meals throughout the day. Don't skip meals. I know that I'm also guilty of that. I'm working very hard, can get on my system and I forget completely that I haven't eaten. All right. It's important. Not like I'm quite weight, kind of skinny. So, and then I'm not eating, So important that to pay attention to how you eat so that you have enough energy to work and you stay healthy. Don't just eat junk. When you get very hungry, tendency to just eat anything around is there. So prepare the food that you're going to eat. Create an effective daily routine while working from home. It's important, and it requires considerable or careful consideration regarding your priorities, your schedules, your workplace space, the boundary setting. Ultimately, the structure that you put in place will help you to increase your productivity. I hope this really does help you. So, like I said, it's important that you learn to manage. I want to reiterate this. Learn, number 3 or number 4 point I want to mention really cool is learn to manage distractions and stay focused. Why is this important? Because it requires a great deal of discipline. Managing distractions and staying focused, they are 2 of the most important factors in increasing personal effectiveness while you work from home, as it can really be challenging in today's world to remain where you have constant information overload. Everybody seems to have figured it out. If you lack focus and then you find yourself that you are easily distracted, okay, when you work from home, it's important that you put the right pegs in place to help you, to surround you, to kind of block your way from distractions. Okay, like I mentioned before, all forms of social media and different stuff, keep them out because they can actually decrease your focus, and this will result in poor performance, and you will even result in burnout, and you won't be that productive. So you need, first of all, in order to manage distractions, first, you need to be aware of what causes the distraction. All right. So you need to be aware. Now, what are the common sources of distraction? Social media notification, bang, bang, emails, text messages, news alerts, games, streaming services, and just name them. So once the sources of distraction, they are identified, they can be managed or removed completely. So for instance, the social media notifications can be disabled. It's important you think about that. And then only check them at designated times. So you don't just keep getting that sound, all right? And then you need to limit the time that you spend on digital devices or any other element that is not pertaining to your work at that point in time. And again, this requires a great deal of discipline. All right. Then establish scheduled routines to help you keep your task organized. When you want to do this, when you want to do that, very easy, easier said than done. It takes discipline for you to be able to do that. And the next thing you need to do in order to manage distraction is to create a distraction-free environment. What are we talking about? When we're talking about a distraction-free environment, it means you need to disconnect from all devices that you do not need to use at that point in time. Disconnect, all right? Set boundaries around available technology. Don't open tabs you do not need to use, all right? Because all these things will cause distractions. So create a distraction-free environment. Here's the thing. It's important to develop self-discipline when attempting to stay focused on personal effectiveness. All right. And this means that you need to recognize where distractions are coming from and walk away from such distractions. Make sure you actively protect yourself away from such distractions. Make sure you have good daily routine for you to help you work at home and be very effective and productive. Okay. Now, creating a rewarding system to complete your tasks, do your work at home, stay healthy. Like I said, it can never be overemphasized. It motivates you to do more and you become more effective. So in all, a successful work from home experience requires thoughtful planning and organization. And by setting up what I called earlier an ergonomic, sometimes that word kind of gets into my mouth, okay, an ergonomic home office space, which is some people have tables that you can adjust, chairs. It's an efficient workspace. That's a better way to say, a simpler way to say. Okay, create daily routines and schedules. Stay focused on your tasks. All of this is going to help you to increase efficiency and to reduce stress. We do not need more stress. The world in itself is super stressful already. So you will have energy to take care of other family responsibilities at the end of the day. Remember to celebrate even small successes. It's not very easy to work from home, my friends. Not very easy. So when you work from home, you close each day, be grateful, be thankful. You finish your project, you go 20% of your project, celebrate that. You're done with your project, you finish, you send it, and your boss says, whoa, that's okay. It's a glass of wine, that's okay. All right? Anything that makes you happy, but celebrate those small wins. Why? When you celebrate small wins, you're sending a message to your brain to say we need to win. The next time there's a project, we need to win. That celebration is like a code that you're writing. It's called memory. You put it inside your brain stores it. Because your brain wants to experience that again. The next time you have a project, your brain keeps firing so that you can complete the project with devotion, with discipline, so that it's going to be a celebration again. Right? So with a bit of planning, dedication, and self-discipline, you will really come to find, my friend, that working from home can really be rewarding. It can be a rewarding experience that leads to greater productivity and greater good. All right. So I hope this really helps you out, and this has really encouraged you or fired you up if you were struggling to work from home and maintain a level of balance and the excitement that is needed for you to keep going. I hope this has been helpful. It's never easy to work from home, considering all the things that we go through as entrepreneurs, as employees, even as employers, as business owners. It's not easy generally in life. So this post is actually to help you. If this this video makes sense to you, make sure you please share and tell a friend about it, share, and also like the video and subscribe to this channel if you're watching this on YouTube, and also click the notification button so that whenever we drop helpful contents like this, you can actually benefit from them. You'll be notified. My name is Stallone-Obaraemi Samuel. My sincere desire for you, my friend, is that you go on succeeding by becoming a better version of yourself. So until I come your way again, continue to stay productive.